I'm Christian Yelich of the Milwaukee Brewers. Welcome to the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. In 2006, I was where all you were, playing for Simi Valley, California, and leading off. Some of the best memories I have playing baseball are where you guys are today. I have a lot of great friends and was actually fortunate enough to play with somebody from the Puerto Rico team the year we were there in the big leagues, Alex Claudio. So you never know who you're going to play with down the road. It could be you guys one day, but enjoy the game, best of luck, and have a bunch of fun.
Welcome to historic Lou Hayes Pony Field for the opening day of the 2023 Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. I'm Joe Mercado. Now let's send it upstairs for the player introductions.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Lou Hayes Pony Field and Game 1 of the 2023 Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. Our opening game, Bay County, Michigan, and Palmview, Texas. It is Observer Reporter Day here at the Pony League World Series. The Observer Reporter, our presenting sponsor of the World Series, the original home of the Pony Baseball organization. Let's meet the two teams in today's first game from Palmview, Texas, the South Zone champions. Leading off and playing center field, number 66, Santiago Balderas. Batting second, the shortstop, number 12, Alexis Lopez. Batting third and playing right field, number 33, Darren Bosquez. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 35, Javier Garza. Batting fifth and playing second base, Luis Balderas. Batting sixth and catching, number 21, Martin Moreno. Batting seventh and playing third base, number 10, Orlando Lopez. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 11, Fernandez Gonzalez. Batting ninth and pitching, number 8, Adiel Benavides. Number 5, Devin Gonzalez. Number 6, Rolando Solis. Number 9, Rene Rios. Number 13, Robbie Rodriguez. Number 63, Romeo Batista. Manager, Ruben Lopez. Coach, Rene Benavides. Business manager, Fernando Gonzalez. South Zone champion, Palmview, Texas. And now for the home team from Bay County, Michigan. Leading off, the shortstop, number 4, Joseo Castilla. Batting second and playing shortstop, number 13, Aiden Rabette. Batting third and catching, number 1, L.J. Hartman. Batting fourth and playing third base, number 19, Andrew Schufelt. Batting fifth and playing second base, number 9, Nolan Kohaney. Batting sixth and playing left field, number 27, Paulino Perez. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 2, Charlie Mays. Batting eighth and playing first base, number 30, Nick Charbonneau. Batting ninth and pitching, number 3, Cooper Jones. Number 7, Grant Reeder. Number 8, Seth Shrabinski. Number 10, Wyatt Jeske. Number 14, Brennan Pease. Number 31, Mason Zakovic. Number 33, Hugh Ruff. Manager, Craig Rivette. Coach, Marcus Miller. Business manager, Josh Bauer. North Zone champion, Bay County, Michigan. Umpiring at home plate, Jeff DeChellis. At first base, Jeff Rabel Sr. At second base, Ray Parker. At third base, David Smolko. The alternate, Francisco Javier Sanchez. Decisions Committee, Tom O'Connor, Terry Faust, Lenny Lynch. At this time, we ask all that are able to please rise for the Pony Prayer and the national anthems. Gentlemen and boys, please remove your caps. Thank you to all veterans and active duty members of the United States Armed Forces for your service. We invite you to render a hand salute during the Star-Spangled Banner. Almighty God, help us to realize that we are gathered here to watch young people play baseball, not to second-guess strategy, dispute decisions, or question ability. That we are here to cheer, to encourage, to join in the fun that is baseball, not to jeer, discourage, or otherwise degrade the game. That while officials and players are expected to perform within the bounds of certain standards, we also, as spectators, are expected to conduct ourselves within the bounds of good sportsmanship. May this contest end without injury, without feelings of ill will, without disgrace, but as an activity worthy of thy blessing. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And our national anthem, the teams exchanging gifts.
Hey, Mark, you mentioned the 5 players that were with Bay County a year ago and are back for this 2023 Pony League World Series. Also, there's one player from Palmview, Texas, who has been here before. Alexis Lopez, the Palmview shortstop, was on the Brownsville team in 2021 that won the Pony League World Series championship. And let me add to that note that Javier Garza, who is the first baseman for Palmview today, his brother Jorge was on the Brownsville team that won in 2021. And Javier's brother Jorge batted .500 in the 2021 Pony League World Series. Dimensions here at Blue Hayes Pony Field, 250 down the lines, 285 to the power gap, it's 305 to straightaway center field. With it is 80 feet between the bases, 54 feet from the rubber to home plate. That is, of course, 6 some feet shorter. Baseball, major leagues, high school baseball, college baseball, 60 feet 6 inches. Hotel Planner providing you with today's weather, and we have near perfect conditions at 83 degrees. I guess when you have some humidity in the atmosphere, that leads weather forecasters to say there is a chance of scattered thunderstorms.
I think we're okay as far as today is concerned. Tomorrow might be a little bit of a different story, but you're right. This time of year, in this part of the country, they'll pop up, and hopefully, if that does happen, they'll dissipate quickly. But we're not going to worry about that right now, as right-hander Cooper Jones loosens up. Again, the lineup there for Palmview, Texas.
Cooper Jones against the batting order that Mark gave you a little bit while ago. Keep in mind the 2 Balderas in the lineup. They are brothers. Santiago leading off and Luis batting 5th. The Lopezes are not related. Defensively for Bay County, with the veteran Rivette and the coach's son at shortstop. And the other guys that have been here before are Hartman, the catcher, Schufeld, the third baseman, and Mays, the right fielder.
Could not ask for a better day for baseball. Just a few high clouds up there.
The umpiring crew working today and tomorrow are, well, 3 of the 4 umpires working in this crew are from Ohio. DeChellis, the home plate umpire, and Parker at second base. They're both from Poland, Ohio. So we start with Palmview, Texas, and Bay County, and then our second game today, Covino, California against Youngstown. That's the top part of the bracket. This is a double elimination tournament as we march towards 7 o'clock Wednesday, August the 16th.
Santiago Balderas, right-handed hitting center fielder, steps in. The first pitch of the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series is downstairs for ball 1.
At 4:26.
Jones winds and delivers. There's a called strike to even the count.
I was talking about the umpires, DeChellis and Parker from Poland, Jeff Rabel, seniors from Grove City, and Dave Smolko is from Columbus, Ohio.
1-1 pitch, tapped foul, straight back. A lot of these guys have seen a lot of Pony League World Series action as far as the umpiring crew is concerned. 1-2 pitch. Chop to third. Nice high hop there where Schufeld. His throw is high, but in time as Charbonneau gets back down on the bag before the runner Balderas crosses first base.
And by the way, there is, as you, well, we get the opening play of the game, a throw that was a bit off the mark but dealt with by Charbonneau. There is the concern about the number of pitches that are thrown, and there is a pitch clock scoreboard in left center field at Lou Hayes Pony Field.
Alexis Lopez swings and misses at the first offering from Jones Land. You took that right out of my mouth. That's right where I was going to go.
Is that right?
For those of you in the area who are going to be coming to watch games, that's one thing you'll notice right away that's new from last year. Swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch. No balls, 2 strikes. Cooper Jones with the 0-2 pitch. Misses low and away. We'll see the same umpiring crew in game 2.
And all day tomorrow, too.
1-2. Misses downstairs. Two games tonight. 3 tomorrow and Sunday. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball lifted, foul and out of play to the right side. 4 games on Monday and Tuesday. And then Wednesday night's championship game at 7 o'clock. Wednesday daytime available for, if necessary, games. 10 teams here at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. 2-2 pitch, just misses outside, maybe a tad low as well. But broken into 2 5-team brackets, and it's double elimination within your own bracket. Full count pitch. And it's ball 4, so a 1-out walk.
Mentioned the pitch clock or the pitch count scoreboard in left center field. 95 pitches, the limit for any particular pitcher on a calendar day. What that means, if you want to pitch a complete game, you've got to average about 14 pitches an inning, and already Cooper Jones is at 11.
Yeah, that's awfully hard to do, given those restrictions. Darren Vasquez, the right fielder, the batter, right-handed hitter. After one throw over to first. It's a breaking ball in the outside corner for a called strike. Jacob Knisner producing for us back in our studios downtown. 1-strike pitch with the runner going. Down, it's a called strike, throw down, not in time. Stolen base for Lopez.
And if you are not an individual that has followed a lot of pony baseball, let me tell you that there is always a high percentage of successful steals in pony baseball.
Ball hit in the air to center field. And Castillo makes the catch and fires it in. So 2 down. Lopez has to hold at second.
I'm surprised, by the way, that Lopez was standing at second base, and that situation is relatively shallow as the fly ball was. That would have been wiser for Lopez to be a couple of feet off second base in case the ball had been dropped and he'd have the chance to score.
Left-handed hitting Javier Garcia to bat, first baseman. Garza, excuse me. Thank you, Lanny. First pitch fastball outside.
You know, when I saw the scorecard too, and you probably read the same one I did, I thought it was Garcia first, but I only knew it was Garza because of his Jorge brother that was here 2 years ago with Brownsville.
1-0 pitch. Called strike, outside edge. Two outs, runner at second. Top of the first inning, game 1. Kind of fisted into center field, and diving in, making a fantastic catch is Castillo for the 3rd out of the inning, saves a run. So a walk and a runner left at second base after half an inning. Palmview, Texas, nothing. Bay County, Michigan coming to bat here at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series.
Go, shoot 2.
You deserve to be here. I believe in you, believe in what we're doing.
After being sidelined with a shoulder injury, 2 minutes in the box isn't so bad. Now get back out there. With AHN Sports Medicine, you're ready for what's next. Your body's rehabbed and recovered. Your legs primed to outski your defender. Your technical skills perfected. And just like that, you're back. Oh yeah, you're back. Go next level with AHN Sports Medicine.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
Back here at Lou Hayes Pony Field, Bay County, Michigan coming to bat here in the bottom of the first inning. Castillo, Rovette, Hartman, the top 3, followed by Schufelt, Kohaney, Perez, Mays, Charbonneau, and Jones. Second game of our doubleheader tonight, Covina, California against Youngstown, Ohio. And that game, with a 7:30 start time, there will be opening ceremonies between games, which is really one of the really neat things to see when you come out here to the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. Defensively for Palmview, Benavides on the hill, Moreno behind the plate. Garza at first, Balderas at second, Lopez the shortstop. That's Alexis Lopez and Orlando Lopez at third. Gonzalez, Balderas, Vasquez, the outfield from left to right. Jose Castillo, right-handed hitting center fielder who made the great diving catch to end the top of the first inning, leads it off here in the bottom half. And I won't say, Lanny, what all the broadcasters say, and I know you don't like. First pitch up over the head of Castillo.
You know, when he made the diving or the lunging catch, I thought, oh, does he lead off? And yeah, sure he does. So, okay, here's one time where it does happen.
Kind of an old baseball cliche for those of you who maybe aren't quite sure what we're talking about as the 1-0 pitch comes into Castillo.
And what Mark is fouled back. What Mark is referring to is that I get frustrated because baseball announcers do it, but it doesn't happen as frequently as baseball announcers would lead you to believe it happens.
And that is the player who defensively makes a great play to end the inning, leads off the next half inning. It did happen here, though. Castillo takes up and in, 2 balls and a strike. Going to be a great day one of baseball here. Those of you in the area locally, come on out and enjoy the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. 2-1 pitch, up and in, fastball, swing and a miss.
Next to impossible to handle that particular pitch. It was, as Mark referred to it, up and in quite a bit.
It looks too good to be true, and in fact, it usually is. 2-2 pitch on the way from Adiel Benavides, and again, it's up and in.
Though the catcher, Moreno, wanted that ball down and away.
Full count to Castillo, leading off the bottom of the first inning. Swing and a miss. There's that high fastball again. Not so much in this time, but definitely upper part and maybe out of the zone. Aiden Rivette, the batter.
Checking with Dad. And now Aiden is going to go down and talk to his dad, Craig Rivette. The Rivette family has been a part of pony baseball for an extended period of time. Craig's dad and Aiden's grandfather, Dan Rivette, managed in 10 Pony League World Series. Dan passed away of a heart attack shortly after the 2019 Pony League World Series.
Rivette steps in, first pitch to him, misses upstairs. A 17th overall appearance here at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series for Bay County, Michigan, and 11 years in a row, or I should say 11 consecutive series. One-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss.
Benavides, the right-hander on the mound. He is the son of Coach Rene Benavides on Ruben Lopez's staff.
Rivette asking for time. Bay County winning the North Zone tournament, outscoring its opponents 60-12. 1-1 pitch, lifted foul and out of play. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases empty here, no score, bottom of the first inning. The right-hander Benavides with the 1-2. Rivette lifts it down the right field line and over into foul territory. Nice job by Darren Vasquez. Get over into foul territory, make the ground for the second out of the inning.
Though there is not a great deal of room in foul territory, Louis Pony Field.
L.J. Hartman, the batter, right-handed hitting catcher. Two outs, bases empty. Adiel Benavides with the first pitch to Hartman. Takes a curveball for a strike. Scoreless here in the bottom of the first inning. 1 strike pitch at high fastball. Hartman swings and misses.
If Bay County keeps swinging at this particular pitch, it is going to be a long day.
Palmview, Texas 1-2 here in the series a year ago. Split its 2 games with Washington County. That ball by Hartman hit deep to left field. Back goes Gonzalez. He looks up and it's gone. The first run, the first home run of the 2023 Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series belongs to L.J. Hartman of Bay County, Michigan.
Folks, I stand corrected. Maybe not a fastball, but this was a pitch that was up and a pitch that Hartman jumped on. Watch the location of the pitch for those of you that are seeing the video. After chasing a lot of high fastballs, this appeared to be something of an off-speed pitch that was up and rocketed by Hartman over the left field boards.
And that's a milestone home run, even though L.J. Hartman doesn't realize it. That's the 1,400th home run in the history of the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. Andrew Shufelt, the batter, right-handed hitting third baseman. Swings and misses at the first offering from Benavides.
Give me that again, 1,400?
The 1,400th home run in the history of the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. One strike pitch, check swing, but Shufelt went around.
That's counting all the years, right? Even when the games weren't played at Pony in Washington, right?
It says all time. I'm assuming that means all of them. 0-2 here to Shufelt. Benavides delivers. Shufelt just does get a piece of that one. Another 0-2 pitch due to Shufelt. Benavides gets the signal he's looking for and misses downstairs. One ball, two strikes to Andrew Shufelt. Benavides winds and delivers. This is inside. Two-out home run by L.J. Hartman for the first run of the ball game. Benavides trying to get out of the inning. Another pitch, two-strike pitch. Misses upstairs, so the count full now to Shufelt. Shufelt waits as Benavides winds and delivers another 3-2 pitch. And he misses inside. Good at bat there for Shufelt. Got two strikes on him pretty quickly and able to fight it off and draw off. Nolan Kohaney, the batter now, right-handed hitting second baseman.
Nolan Kohaney.
So much anticipation, I suspect, for these young players. And now finally getting to get out there on the field and play a game as we get a called strike here to Kohaney. Imagine some guys probably didn't sleep too well last night. One strike pitch. Downstairs. Throw behind the runner, but Shufelt back in, standing up at first base. Adiel Benavides, the right-hander for Palmview, Texas. Delivers a strike at the knees. Good pitch there. Outside edge at the knees. Bay County 2-2 in last year's series. Ball in the dirt with a runner going. No throw, and Shufelt moves up to second on a stolen base. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Stretch by Benavides. And a throw back to second base. Interesting little play there defensively. Shortstop Lopez came in behind the runner Shufelt, then cut in front of him and in front of the bag to go back to his position. And in the meantime, second baseman Balderas came over and took the throw. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Kohaney down on strikes, inning over, but a run on the solo homer by Hartman, the only hit of the game, and one left on. We've played one, and Bay County, Michigan leads Palmview, Texas 1-0 here at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series.
There's a place far from the city, yet just down the road, where likes and shares mean more. It's in every bite, each performance, and every night, where the miles we ride together become the memories we share forever. We dream because they fought for it. We give because they worked for it. The American spirit lives here. I can feel it.
At Penn West University, we're here for it. Here for the hard workers, the life changers. Here in California, in Clarion, and in Edinburgh, and with our global online programs. At Penn West University, we're here for you. Learn more at pennwest.edu/learn.
A place to share the things that matter most. At Trex, we see it too.
The Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series is presented by Dick's Sporting Goods, by the Washington County Tourism Promotion Agency, and by the Observer Publishing Company.
5, 6, 7 hitters for Palmview, Texas here in the top of the second inning. Luis Balderas, the second baseman, to lead it off. Well, 1-0 Bay County, Michigan on the L.J. Hartman solo homer in the bottom of the first inning. Balderas takes an off-speed pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Cooper Jones delivers, ball skied into shallow center field. And coming in is Jose Castillo to make the grab for out number 1. Martin Moreno, the batter. Gets a little word from Balderas on something he picked up during that brief at-bat. Saw a couple of pitches. Moreno swings at the first pitch. A sinking liner that one hops to shortstop Rivette. He'll throw out Moreno very quickly. 2 down here in the top of the second. Feel pretty confident that Orlando Lopez is going to take the first pitch. It's because I believe there is the take and the pitch misses downstairs. But I believe Jones only threw 3 pitches to retire those first 2 batters.
He did indeed. He threw 17 in the first inning rather.
That one misses inside to Lopez, 2-0. Third baseman Schufelt playing even with the bag. 2-0 pitch misses low and away.
Would you have him taking here 3-0? Your number 7 hitter?
Yeah, I think so. Why not?
I would.
He takes, and it's ball 4. Pitch again missed downstairs. Second walk given up by Jones. Fernando Gonzalez, the batter. Left fielder, batting right-handed. Right-hander Cooper Jones going to throw over to first.
There are only 3 left-handed batters on the Palmview roster of 14 players. The only guy that's in your lineup today that's a left-handed batter is Garza.
Called strike at the letters on an off-speed pitch to Gonzalez. One should be 1-1. Now check that. The first was a throw over. Breaking pitch just missed. After 2 outs, Lopez walked. He is at first base. Gonzalez waiting on a 1-1 pitch from Bay County's Cooper Jones. Grounded to the hole at short. Getting over is Rivette. Long throw across the diamond. Just in time to get Gonzalez. Delayed call from Jeff Rabel Sr., the first base umpire, but the out recorded. A walk and a runner left on after an inning and a half. Bay County, Michigan leading Palmview, Texas 1-0 here at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series.
We've been in your community since 1808. We've stood by your side covering the news of the day. We've been here for the important times in your life. We've celebrated with you. We're proud to have delivered the latest in local, regional, and national news in Washington, Greene, and southern Allegheny counties. We'll be here for the next phase of your life with our print and online editions. The Observer Reporter, life delivered daily.
The Washington Auto Mall difference gives you 6 more reasons to buy from us. 6 months of paintless dent repair, lost key coverage, interior exterior protection, and tire coverage at no charge on all qualified vehicles. We finally have some new vehicles available, and we have a great selection of used vehicles ready to go. Or we'll buy your vehicle. South Hills Toyota, Washington Honda, and Washington Hyundai. It's all at the mall.
Serve the fuel that keeps your community running.
My store is very close. It's like one big family.
Enjoy your Dunkin' favors while you work and find a fun, flexible, and fulfilling career. Text WORK for HRG to 25000 to apply.
Joey Brown, great comedian, part of the Pony League World Series history, and the father of former Pirate General Manager Joel Brown.
I knew there was a relationship there. We have a picture in our office. We have a lot of old pictures hanging, and there's one there of Joe E. Brown with former longtime WJPA broadcaster Pete Stanton. Molino Perez leads it off for Bay County here in the bottom of the second inning. Takes downstairs for a ball. Right-hander Adiel Benavides for Palmview, Texas, delivers fastball downstairs.
The right-hander Benavides loses his hat quite frequently on delivering his pitches, something Nellie Bryles, former Pirate pitcher, used to have to deal with that as well. I would think that'd be so annoying to have to pick up your hat after every pitch.
2-0 pitch on the way to Perez. 2-hopper to third. And the throw over to first by Lopez in time to get the first out of the inning. Also remember Nellie Bryles sometimes ending up on his belly after delivering pitches.
Unfortunately, Nellie is no longer with us. He was such an important part of the Pirate family.
Charlie Mays, the batter. Good curveball from Benavides for a called strike. I think I caddied for Nellie Bryles once, a long time ago. 1-strike pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. One out, bases empty here. Bottom of the second inning. Bay County, Michigan batting and leading 1-0. Benavides with the 0-2 pitch. Mays goes after one in the dirt, swings and misses, skips away from Moreno, the catcher, and Mays will easily get first base.
As a pitcher, you want to be out in front 0-2 as much as you can be, and unfortunately for Benavides and Palmview, the 0-2 count automatically or somewhat automatically dictated a breaking ball in the dirt, which Mays chased, but led to this strikeout wild pitch.
Second strikeout for Benavides. Nick Charbonneau, the batter, number 8 hitter in the order, right-handed hitting first baseman. Takes a strike right down the middle. Benavides checks first base. Mays with a short lead. Ball fisted into right center field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Coming up firing to first base is Vasquez, the right fielder, but not in time. Holding at second base is Mays, so runners at first and second. And one out here in the bottom of the second for Bay County. That brings up the pitcher, left-handed hitting Cooper Jones. So Bay County with an opportunity to add to its 1-0 lead. First pitch to Jones. Takes a strike.
Benavides, the right-handed pitcher for Palmview, by the way. Cooper Jones is the only left-handed batter on the Bay County roster of 15 players.
Jones with one strike. Turn and not a throw to second base. That same play I talked about earlier where the shortstop goes over and then runs across the bag and then back to his position in front of the runner at second, in this case Mays, and then the second baseman coming over to handle a throw if there is one. One strike pitch. Curveball, another strike. That one again right about letter high. Right around the outside corner, so 0-2. Mays at second. Charbonneau at first for Bay County with one out here in the bottom of the second inning. Benavides with the stretch in the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Fastball again. Borderline pitch around the outside corner. Jones couldn't get the bat on it.
4 strikeouts for Benavides, 3 on high fastballs. The other one was the strikeout wild pitch breaking ball. By the way, all 4 strikeouts on swinging strikeouts.
So 2 down now, runners at first and second. Back up to the top of the order, Jose Castillo, who struck out to start the bottom of the first inning. Takes a fastball outside.
Moreno was set up a foot outside, and Castillo took it.
Benavides checks second base, turns and throws, but back in standing up is Mays.
Ruben Lopez, been here before, manager of the Brownsville team that won 2 years ago. He's back in Washington County as the manager of Palmview.
1-0 to Castillo. Swing and a miss. Yeah, I don't know if that's a fitted cap or not, but if it's adjustable, I think that'd be adjusting it to tighten it up a little bit.
That's why I don't have head covers. I can't stand having to put them on all the time.
1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Late decision to swing by Castillo on a pitch that may have been out of the zone.
Well, I think it was up and out. Remember, Castillo struck out in the first inning chasing a pitch up and in.
Runners lead from first and second. Benavides checks second base, now delivers. Ball popped up, that will get back of home plate and out of play.
Reminder, all foul balls are yours to keep. Thanks to our night sponsors at Wilson's Sporting Goods tonight. Our thanks to our presenting sponsor, The Observer Reporter.
1-0 Bay County leads. LJ Hartman with a solo homer in the first inning. Bay County with runners at first and second and 2 down here now in the bottom of the second. Another throw to second base, but Mays is wise to all of that. He's back easily. Benavides shakes one side. Setting up outside is Moreno, the catcher. Ball grounded to the hole short. Nice backhanded play. And a throw behind the runner. And they've got the runner, Mays, hung up between third and home. Throw comes to the plate. Catcher Moreno puts on the tag. And that will retire the side. No runs for Bay County in the bottom of the second inning on 2 hits. No errors and 2 left on. So we've played 2. Bay County, Michigan leading Palmview, Texas 1-0 here at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series.
Owned and operated by the Perlman family since 1914, King's Jewelry invites you to become part of the family.
We want you to come in, we want you to smile, and we want you to leave smiling.
We are definitely a very family-oriented business. Love is a very big part of it. We've been celebrating love for over 100 years.
Visit King's Jewelry today to celebrate the love in your life.
What are you doing? It's 10 a.m. We have work to do.
Oh, come on, man. Be cool. You told me to get the app. I only got enough apps for the entire office. Fondue, guacamole, and I just can't resist pigs in the blanket.
Washington Financial Bank's app makes banking simple. Deposit, transfer, and even pay your bills right from your smartphone or device. Download the app and bank with Frank.
Back here at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series, 1-0 Bay County, Michigan over Palmview, Texas after 2 innings. If you're in the area, check out the Pony Baseball Softball headquarters, located right off I-70, out by Wild Things Park. Just a great place to visit. And now for the middle innings of Game 1 of this year's Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series, Lanny for Terry.
Thank you, Mark, very much. Bam, as he's known affectionately to his teammates, Ariel Benavides leads off and takes ball 1. So Bay County run on 3 hits. Palmview, Texas, no runs, no hits. And the pitch from Cooper Jones, a ball 2-0. By the way, on that play that ended the bottom of the second with the runner Mays going past third base, the batter Castilla was given credit for a base hit. Pitch inside 3-0. And by the way, that was a very tough play for Mays, running from second to third on the pitch, and did not have a good sense as to whether the ball would get through. Needed help from his coach, overran third. Pitch is high on 4 pitches. Benavides walks, and Palmview gets its 3rd base runner of the game. And it's, well, the walk to Lopez with 1 out in the first, a walk to Orlando Lopez with 2 outs in the second, and a walk here to Benavides to lead off the inning. Top of the batting order for Santiago Valdeveras, who is the brother of second baseman Luis. We've got a runner here for Palmview, and Rolando Solis is going to run. Solis at first base being held on by Charbonneau, and the throw that way from pitcher Jones. For Santiago Valderas, we're number 66. I doubt it is in tribute to Mario Lemieux, this right-hander from McAllen, Texas. Bunting, Third base side of the mound, picked up by the pitcher, Cooper, and Cooper Jones's throw is late. It's a bunt base hit, and Palmview has 2 on here in the top of the third inning of what is scheduled to be a 7-inning ball game. Palmview trailing 1-0, executed perfectly, squaring around in advance, good leveling of the bat, and a perfect bunt for the base hit.
And Schufelt the third baseman, came in as well, but it really didn't matter. The ball was perfectly bunted. It was going to be a base hit regardless.
And Alexis Lopez showing bunt, and the pitch is way outside. It puts runners at second and third with nobody out for Palmview in the third. Wild pitch. And time called, and Craig Rivette will go to the mound. Palmview, Texas. Participating, Ruben Lopez, the manager of the team, Rivette. Craig Rivette now trying to settle things down for his ball club before Alexis Lopez stands in. Our second game of the day will feature Youngstown, Ohio. And Youngstown, Ohio in that second game against Covina, California. Palmview, Texas. And there have been 5 times that a Texas team has won the Pony League World Series. First time was in 1952. San Antonio won it. And Brownsville won it 2021. And the manager for that team was Ruben Lopez. All right, second and third, and we'll watch to see how Bay County is going to play it by way of its infield. Playing in the infield, middle infielders back up at the corners. And showing bunt again as Alexis Lopez takes a strike. It's 1-1. Shortstop Rivette is back. Second baseman Corhaney is back. Full windup from right-hander Cooper Jones. The pitch that's in and fouled away. And with the right-hander Jones pitching from a full windup, that means the runner at second base, Santiago Balderas, can get a pretty sizable lead off second base. Make it next to impossible to throw him out at the plate on a base hit. And a pitch outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cooper Jones threw 17 pitches in the first inning, 10 in the second. In a mess of trouble here in the third. Ball hit in the air to right center field. And right fielder Mays makes the catch out, number 1. Tagging up and scoring is Benavides from third. Game tied at 1. And Santiago Balderas stays at second base. 1-1 game in the third, as the right fielder Mays had to go quite a ways. And it brings up Aaron Vasquez, center fielder, or right fielder rather, who flied to center his first time up. Runner at second, a run in, 1 out. Pitch in for a called strike. Third inning of the first game of the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series of 2023. Jones set, 1 strike pitch. And lofted into left center. Catch made by Castillo. Now going to third as the runner in the relay throw from shortstop Rivette gets by third baseman Schufeld. Boy, for much of that play, it looked like it was going to be a double play to end the inning. But on the fly ball to center, Santiago Balderas does move up to third.
Yeah, throw was there. It just looked like maybe Schufeld tried to get the throw and make the tag a little bit too quickly. Just didn't get the throw.
So a runner at third, 2 outs. 1-1 ball game, third inning, top of the third. Line shot, base hit by Garza into right center field. Ball rolls to the warning track. Scoring is Santiago Balderas on the double by Javier Garza, and Palmview leads 2-1 in the top of the third inning.
That easily would have scored Balderas from second base.
But would not have occurred at the double play end of the inning. You see, I guess it's difficult for a scorer to make that call of an error. But keep in mind, if the third baseman catches the ball, the inning's over, which would have made that an unearned run. But it's such a tough call to make because it's not a force play. Pitch is outside, ball one. Luis Baldera is the batter. Palmview leads 2-1. And how many times do you see a leadoff walk blossom into a run? It's happened here in the third on a bunt attempt. Not particularly great technique. Ball fouled away. 1 ball, 1 strike with a runner at second base, Javier Garza, who has just moments ago knocked in Palmview's second run. One pitch. He is up high. Two balls, 1 strike. Runner at second, 2 outs. And the 2-1 pitch, base hit up the middle into center field. Garza around third, stops. The throw to the plate, now the throw to second base to get the batter runner out at second. Single for Balderas, but then as he tries to pick up an additional 80 feet, he is thrown out. Palmview gets 2, and after 2.5, Palmview 2, Bay County 1.
"225 years in the making." The Washington County Agricultural Fair, presented by EQT, August 12th through 19th at the Washington County Fairgrounds. Listen to live music with bands like Russell Dickerson, Six Gun Sally, Marcus Tyler Band, and more. Get down and dirty with motocross, drag racing, and 2 demolition derbies, plus high school bands and the School Bus Demolition Derby. Daily admission is $10 and parking is free. The Washington County Agricultural Fair, August 12th through 19th. Find out more at washingtonfair.org.
You deserve to be here. I believe in you, believe in what we're doing.
People see Alex play and they know that she's different. It makes me want to be a better soccer player on the field.
It was just this mindset that I had from a young age that I'm going to compete in everything I work at and I want to win.
When all the eyes are on her, that's when she performs the best.
It's great to have Body Armor with me through my workout for the World Cup as I'm preparing to be on the biggest stage. We're just so much more powerful and strong as a team than as an individual.
It's the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series, led by Palmview 2-1.
Entrance to pick up your credentials.
Bottom of the third for Bay County. Hitters 2, 3, 4, Rivette, Hartman, and Schufeld. Hope you'll make plans to come out and visit us. The Pony League World Series, sponsored by Dick's Sporting Goods, running through Wednesday night. 2 games tonight, 2 games, or rather 3 games tomorrow. 3 on Sunday, 4 on Monday, 4 on Tuesday. Aiden Rivette, who won the batting title last year here at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. And the right-handed batter takes it high, ball 1. I talked earlier about the Rivettes being a very important part of pony baseball for over a decade. Dan Rivette, the late Dan Rivette, brought teams in for 10 years. Ball popped right side into shallow right field. And a bit of confusion, but Luis Balderas makes the catch 1 away. And so Craig Rivette is the new manager. Son Aiden Rivette just popped out to the second baseman for the first out of the bottom of the third. And on the coaching staff for Bay County is Marcus Miller. And Marcus Miller is Craig Rivette's nephew, Dan Rivette's grandson. Pitch a ball, and Marcus has been here back in 2013. Not only did he play here, but he hit a home run at Lou Hayes Pony Field. Marcus Miller. 1 ball, no strikes on Hardman, who homered in the first inning. And takes a strike on the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Palmview leads 2-1. Benavides. Bam. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 1 and 2. Benavides will be a 10th grader this fall at Robert Vela High School. This young man is from Edinburgh, in the bullpen for Bay County. Warming up. I'll get to that in a moment for you. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And a foul ball outside third.
Yeah, both teams with pitchers loosening up. It's Aiden Rivette for Bay County. I believe Rios from
Home run by Hardman in the first inning, the 1400th home run in the history of Pony baseball. Pitch inside. By the way, if you were to do the math, and with the home run being the 1400th this year, that means that in the first 70 years there were 1,399 home runs from 52 through 2022. Take 1 year away because of COVID. There's a pitch down low. So if you do the math, 1,399 home runs divided by 70, it comes out to just under 20 home runs a year. And keep in mind that 2 years ago, there were only 3 home runs hit during the Pony League World Series. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Hartman. A line drive, foul ball. 3 home runs total last year. There were 50 home runs hit in the Pony League World Series in 2013. If you can explain it to me, please do. 3-2 pitch. Strike 3. And Hardman the second out of the third. Whereas Benavides has been throwing high fastballs for strikeouts. He gets this strikeout down in the zone. And it is the first time of 5 that Benavides has picked up a strikeout looking. Schufeld walked in the first inning. Right-handed batter, nobody on, 2 down. Palmview leads 2-1 in the bottom of the third, and the pitch in there for a called strike. Benavides, who turned 15 on July the 9th of this year. Shakes off a sign, ready, the right-hander kicks and deals. And the count 0-2. Schufeld, one of the 5 players that participated in the Pony League World Series a year ago.
Lanny, I don't have a total entire explanation about the variation in the number of home runs. Probably shouldn't say this with 2 outs and 2 strikes. But very quickly, there was a time when the bats were starting to get dangerous, so they kind of scaled those back a little bit in terms of how hard the ball comes off the aluminum bats. Also, I think at one point the fences were moved back a little bit here as well.
1-2 pitch. Called strike 3. And Bay County goes down in order. After 3, 2-1 Palmview, Texas.
People who come to Cricket stay with Cricket.
I run a biotech design company, and my Cricket hotspot allows me to stay connected to my team and my clients as I travel.
Now that's 5G with a view. Smile, you're on Cricket.
At Pathways of Southwestern Pennsylvania, we believe that every life has potential, and we're dedicated to fulfilling it. Our programs give every child the opportunity to overcome obstacles, achieve milestones, programs and reach their fullest early learning potential. From cutting-edge development therapies and daily medical supervision to quality early education for children of all abilities, we cater to each family's specific needs. Pathways of Southwestern Pennsylvania, your path to lifelong fulfillment.
Jumpstart the season with a bit of fresh air. Whether you like to walk, run, hike, bike, or boat, you'll find that Washington County is connected by trails. Plan a day on one of the nation's outstanding rail trails with a trip on the Montour, Panhandle, or National Pike Trail. Grab a paddle and navigate the scenic Mon River and surrounding small-town charm. We'll see you at the trailhead. Plan your trip today at washcotrails.com.
There is video streaming of all the games of the Pony League World Series. And we go to the top of the fourth inning. The pitching count, and it matters. Cooper Jones of Bay County has thrown 44. The limit's 95. And Benavides of Palmview has thrown 55 pitches. And now for the top of the fourth, Palmview's Martin Moreno, who grounded a shortstop in the second inning. Swings at the first pitch, bouncer to third. Schufeld at the edge of the grass and a high throw, reminiscent of the first play of this game. And once again, first baseman Charbonneau jumps up, catches the ball, comes down, gets his foot on the bag for out number one. So both times now that the ball's been hit to Schufeld, he's throwing high to first. Brings up Orlando Lopez. Orlando and Alexis are not related. Nobody on, one down, fourth inning. Palmview 2 and Bay County 1. And a pitch that's up high, ball 1. The winner of this game will advance to play Japan. Here's a pitch high. Play Japan tomorrow at 5 o'clock. The winner does. The loser will play at 3:30 on Sunday. 2-0 pitch. And a strike call to the inside corner. Cooper Jones, who turns 15 in mid-November of this year. And the 2-1 pitch, fouled back 2-2. Cooper Jones, who will be a ninth grader at Bay City Western in the fall, a young man who plays baseball, basketball, and also enjoys golfing. 2-2 pitch, and a pop-up and a foul ball into the seats on the first base line. Bay County trailing 2-1. Line drive, base hit. Diving stop by shortstop Rivette, but no chance to throw out Orlando Lopez. One out single. It's the fourth hit of the game for Palmview. And it brings up the number 8 hitter, Fernando Gonzalez. Great try by Rivette. Did get to the ball in shallow left field, heading it off. And now time is called, and Aiden Rivette's dad is going to go out to the mound at another conference. And a change here coming out of the dugout for Bay County, Grant Reeder, who played here a year ago. The pitch count now for Jones is 51.
Go. Short. You're staying at second. You go to right. Charlie, go to left or go to center.
And by the way, if that number is correct on the board, once Rivette went to 51 pitches, or I'm sorry, rather when Jones went to 51 pitches, that extended another day that he has to have rest. So the changes here, we showed you, those of you getting the video, that Aiden Rivette had been warming up and is in as the second pitcher of the game. Mays moves to center. Castilla to shortstop. and Reeder to right. Mark, is that your understanding? Do I have that right? 51 pitches requires a third day, doesn't it?
You're going to have to check on that.
If the scoreboard is right, it would appear that if Bay County first pitch of the last batter, so he does not go past. Okay, thanks, Bob. So he's not gone past that threshold. That means that he now has to have 2 days of rest before coming back. All right, great clarification for you folks. And now Gonzalez to stand in with 1 on and 1 out, and for starter Cooper Jones 3 1/3 innings. 2-1, Palmview leads 4th inning. Ball bunt attempt, and ball fouled off at the feet of catcher Hartman.
And again, just to get the changes, Reeder enters the ball game to play right field. Jones, who was pitching, comes out of the ball game. Charlie Mays, who was in right, goes to center. Jose Castillo, who was in center, goes to short. And Rivette, who was at short, is now pitching.
Pitch down low, 1 ball, 1 strike. So you've got the new entrant, Reeder, in the 9th spot of the batting order. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bunt attempt again on a pitch that was way inside, very close to Fernando Gonzalez's belly button, and he fouls the ball off toward the first base fence. And the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Palmview at the bottom of its batting order. Fernando Gonzalez, the number 8 hitter. Pitcher Benavides on deck. Runner does not go. 1-2 pitch. Good bluff there by Lopez, Orlando Lopez. And the count 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Lopez.
Opening game of the Pony League World Series. Mark?
Yeah, Lopez went a couple of steps as if he was going to go, then held up.
1-2 pitch. Popped up on the infield. And pitcher Aiden Rivette takes charge and makes the catch 15 feet away from home plate. 2 outs. Orlando Lopez at first, and now number 9 batter Benavides, who walked and scored in the 3rd. Bay County took a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the 1st on a home run by Hartman. And the 1-0 lead carried until the top of the 3rd when Palmview scored twice. Alexis Lopez a sacrifice fly to tie the game at 1. And Santiago Valderas scored on the double by Garza. And the count ball 1, no strikes on Benavides.
Yeah, the shortstop in Rivette coming out there, he made no doubt that pop-up was his.
Runner going, pitch a ball, throw to second base. And the throw hits the runner and kicks toward left field. And Orlando Lopez is safely at 3rd base. Stolen base E2. Runner at 3rd, 2 outs in the 4th inning. Pretty good jump. And the throw with the slide and the kicking of the ball out into left field for the additional 80 feet. And the count is 2-0 on Benavides. Pitch, a called strike, 2-1. In recapping the game for you, keep in mind that Palmview basically got an additional out in that 3rd inning, which allowed it to pick up the go-ahead run. Runner at 3rd, 2 outs, 2-1 pitch and a swing and a miss, 2-2. Rivette in relief. Right-hander comes set. 2-2 pitch is a ball. And should Benavides reach, Palmview will turn over its batting order and go to the top of the 9 to Santiago Valderas. 2-1 Palmview, 4th inning. Ball 4. And Benavides walks for the second time. Top of the order for Santiago Balderas. Balderas with a very significant bunt base hit in the third inning. And with runners at first and third, catcher Hartman has to go through the signs to let his infielders know what he plans to do, or what his dugout has told him he should do, should the runner at first go on this first and third. And Rivette's pitch, runner going. It's a strike throw to the second baseman. And the runner between first and second is hung up, and the tag play is made well before the runner Orlando Lopez can score. So Palmview tried a trick play, and Bay County was up to the task. After 3.5, Palmview, Texas 2, Bay County, Michigan 1.
Serve the fuel that keeps your community running.
My store is very close. It's like one big family.
Enjoy your Dunkin' favors while you work and find a fun, flexible, and fulfilling career. Text WORK for HRG to 25000 to apply.
Hi, I'm Dylan Radigan. The world is brimming with possibilities. That keeps me busy. My latest invention may be able to feed and sustain communities around the world. My team and I are always on the go, meeting new people and seeing new places. I produce films that I really care about. It's an honor to speak to audiences around the world. When people come together, meaningful work gets done. How do I do all this? Well, that part's easy. Hotelplanner.com.
The Washington Automall difference gives you 6 more reasons to buy from us. 6 months of paintless net repair, lost key coverage, interior exterior protection, and tire coverage at no charge on all qualified vehicles. We finally have some new vehicles available, and we have a great selection of used vehicles ready to go. Or we'll buy your vehicle. South Hills Toyota, Washington Honda, and Washington Hyundai. It's all at the mall.
A new pitcher for Palmview, Texas, moving into the bottom of the fourth. Right-hander Rene Rios comes on after Benavides worked the first 3 innings and gave up 1 run. He gave up the home run to Hartman in the first inning. Our second game today, Covina, California against Youngstown, Ohio, with the opening ceremonies coming in between the first and second games of the tournament. Manchester, New Hampshire is here this year representing the Eastern Zone. Manchester will play its first game tomorrow at 2:30 against Nicaragua. Washington County starts against Germany at noon tomorrow. And Nolan Kohaney stands in and takes a strike. Opposing number 9s. Kohaney struck out his first time up. And the 0-1 pitch. He is outside 1-1. So Benavides, 3 innings, 1 run. Gave up 3 hits, struck out 6, walked 1. And a 1-1 pitch called strike 1 and 2. You're in the bottom of the fourth of what is scheduled to be a 7-inning ball game. And the 1-2 pitch called strike 3. Kohaney, the first out of the 4th inning. Pitcher Moreno did a great job of framing that particular pitch. And it brings up Paulina Perez. And Perez takes a strike. There are 2 players on this Bay County team that are nephews of Frank Velasquez. Now, Frank Velasquez is a former strength and conditioning coach for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And both Coco Castilla and Paulina Perez are nephews of Frank. Frank, who now works for AHN, Allegheny Health Network. Matter of fact, I would be surprised that Frank weren't here today to support his nephews from Michigan. Called strike 3. And so Rios strikes out the first 2 batters he faces, both times catching hitters looking, and both times on pitches that were off the plate, which led to Moreno framing the pitches. Now Charlie Mays, who reached on a strikeout wild pitch in the 2nd inning, and a swing and a miss at a breaking ball. 2-1 Palmview leads. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Prior to leaving the game, Benavides, the starter, got retired the last 2 Bay County batters on called 3rd strikes. So that's 4 straight.
And the 1-strike pitch. Fly ball into right center field. Base hit. Ball bouncing to the edge of the track into second. Charlie Mays. He comes in standing up, and he just does get his foot to the base before the tag of shortstop Lopez. Pretty dangerous there. Mays going in standing up.
And he had the whole play in front of himself, so a little surprised, and he kind of slowed down. He, obviously he thought he had it, but it ended up being, I think, a little closer than he expected.
Runner at second, 2 outs. And it brings up number 8 hitter Charbonneau. Nick singled in the 2nd inning. (2-1) Palmview, Texas leads Bay County, Michigan. And the first pitch to Charbonneau is up high, ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes. And the next pitch in for a called strike to make it 1-2. Runner at second, 2 outs. And the next pitch, a ball. Bay County took a 1-0 lead in the first. Palmview, Texas, 2-run third, are now in the bottom of the 4th inning. Right-hander Rios checks the runner at second. 2-1 pitch, bouncer to the mound, handled backhand style by Rios, and the throw to first and the inning. After 4 innings of play, Palmview, Texas 2, Bay County, Michigan 1.
People who come to Cricket stay with Cricket. Like one of our favorite customers, Michelle.
I started my own app company, and with Cricket, I'm able to answer calls from my engineers and investors and know my signal's going to be great. If I had to describe Cricket in 2 words, they would be reliable and affordable.
5G Boss Mode activate. Smile, you're on Cricket.
A spectacular play. Cannonball Cullen. Raise the Jolly Roger.
The curtain has gone up on the 2023 Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. Nicaragua. First time ever at the Pony League World Series. And for the fifth inning, Palmview's leadoff hitter Santiago Valderas, fresh start. He was in the batter's box when Benavidez was caught stealing in the fourth. Palmview leads 2-1. Ruben Lopez, the manager. Pitches high, ball one. Ruben Lopez is in the heating and cooling business. Is a father of 5. His son Alexis, a very important part of this Palmview team. They're pitched down low 2-0. As a matter of fact, Alexis is on deck. Rene Benavides, one of the coaches, first base coach, middle school teacher, teaches 8th grade reading and math. His son started the game for Palmview. There's a called strike, 2-1. And then the third member of the staff, Fernando Gonzalez, who is a consulting engineer. His son, Fernando, in the starting lineup. 2-1 pitch. He is way outside. Cooper Jones went 3 1/3 innings and was charged with 2 runs. They were both earned, though there was an extra out in that third inning. 3-1 pitch. Popped up around home plate in foul territory, and catcher Hartman makes the play. Aiden Rivette was trying to get to it to take charge, and he found himself running into the batter. But no big deal as it turned out, because Aiden Rivette's battery mate was up to the task to make the catch one away. Now Alexis Lopez. And Lopez takes ball one. Lopez with bright pink batting gloves. Fluorescent pink. Walked in the first, RBI run-producing fly ball in the third to knock in Palmview's first run. Pitches high, 2-0. Palmview leads 2-1 in the fifth inning of what is scheduled to be a 7-inning ball game. And the 2-0 pitch. Called strike from home plate umpire Jeff DeChellis. Working with Jeff Rabel and Ray Parker and David Smoko. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 2-2.
Bay County playing Lopez to hit the other way. Center fielder Mays is shaded well over toward right.
Now the 2-2 pitch, and it's low and inside. Because of what Mark is just telling you, it means that there is a great deal of real estate between center fielder Mays and left fielder Perez. 3-2 pitch, base hit into right field. Alexis Lopez with a very impressive approach on a pitch that was away. He was able to just reach out and handle that outside pitch in a way that he could drop it in for a base hit, and it's a 1-out single. And now Vasquez, who is 0 for 2. Center fielder Mays now moves to straightaway center field. 1 on, 1 out. Ball game in the fifth inning. Palmview batting and leading 2-1. And the Rivette pitch, a called strike. Vasquez is from San Juan, Texas. He'll be a 9th grader at Pioneer High School in the fall. Pitch inside, a young man that likes music and is a percussionist. And batting here with 1 on and 1 out. Big, stocky right-handed batter. Runner going. Pitch a ball, throw to second base. Stolen base. Alexis Lopez in scoring position, 1 out. Pitch in, made it a little more difficult for catcher Hartman to turn his body after reaching with his left hand to get the ball that was on the inner part of the plate. And the next pitch, a ball, 3-1. Vasquez in the third spot of the batting order now has the advantage in the count, 3-1. And a pivotal point of the game here in the 5th inning. Palmview already leads by a run as the runner at second. 3-1 pitch, base hit the opposite way to right field. Alexis Lopez will stop at third. The throw in is cut off. First and third, runners at the lines for Palmview, and it brings up a number 4 hitter. So the last 2 batters have delivered singles. Both right-handed batters going the opposite way. And this base hit by Vasquez moving Alexis Lopez to third, and a conference on the mound.
Remember, we're trying to go low and away, right? Let's not miss that spot. Let's not keep missing that spot, all right?
Pick up the meeting on the mound here.
We got to go away. Oh, it's got to be low and away. That's all right. That's all right, yeah. Low and away, all right? Low and away is where we're trying to shoot. All right, we're going to go cut play here. First and third, cut play. Got it. Cut play. Let's try and get these guys, all right? Let's get out of this. I'll talk to them, yep. Yep, let's go. I'll talk to them. Let's go.
What Craig Rivette is talking about, the cut play means that the middle infielder cuts in and the catcher throws towards second, hoping to deke the runner off third base. That is, should Vasquez run it. It's the play that Bay County used to end the 4th inning when it was first and third. Middle infield is a double play depth, and now the left-handed batter Garza, who doubled in the go-ahead run in the 3rd inning, put Palmview in front 2-1. It's 2-1 ball game in the 5th inning. Runner breaking from first. There'll be no throw, though the cut play was set up. Second stolen base of the inning. Second and third, and this makes it very difficult for Craig Rivette. He's almost got to play his infield in. He cannot afford to concede a run this late in a 7-inning game. He's going to play it halfway. Going to play his infield halfway with runners at second and third. Garza's base hit. Diving stop, run scores, infield single. Now first and third again. And a 3-1 Palmview lead. 3 straight hits. 3 straight hits after 1 out. And because Kohaney was playing in a little bit, made it difficult for him to get to the ball at the edge of the outfield grass and had no throw at all. Runner here for Garza. It will be Batista, Romeo Batista.
Attention, please, for Palmview, entering the game to run at first base, number 63, Romeo Batista.
First and third, 1 out. And it brings up Luis Valderas.
Number 22, Luis Valderas.
3-1, Palmview leads. Runner going, cut play. And the runner at third stays put as Batista gets Palmview's 3rd stolen base of the inning. And if you were listening earlier, I mentioned to you that it is not uncommon for base runners to have a high percentage of success stealing bases in the Pony League World Series. Pitch a ball 1-1. Combination of things. Pitcher's inabilities or inexperience holding runners on. Strength of catcher's arms. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Now second and third, 1 out. And the 1-2 pitch. It's fouled off to the right to the hillside.
All foul balls, yours to keep. Thanks to our nice sponsors and Wilson's Sporting Goods. Gar, thanks.
Garza has 2 RBIs in the game. Alexis Lopez has the other. And a 1-2 pitch. And it hits the batter. Luis Valderas is on by way of the hit batsman, and the bases are loaded. 1 out in the 5th. 4 consecutive batters have reached base.
You mentioned earlier, Lanny, pivotal part of the ball game. It's even more so now with the bases loaded and 1 out and a 2-run lead for Palmview here in the top of the 5th inning.
And Craig Rivette is going to make a number of changes
Shut it
here.
down.
Let's listen.
Infield, listen. Come here. While he's warming up, come here. God, dang it. It's fine. Charlie!
Can I tell Nolan something real quick?
Yes. Hey, listen up. We gotta at least, you guys got arms good enough up the middle to be at least like halfway, right? Okay, so Aiden, Grant, you guys stay halfway up the middle. Anything right at anybody else, obviously we're going home to first. We got the four set for home, okay? At least get this out at home, so make a decent throw there. Okay? Hey, we're not playing bad. I mean, that's just it is. I don't think you get anybody even if you go get it. Does that make sense? All right. Hey, we're good. Let's play.
Manager Craig Rivette looks like he's going to move Mays back to right, and Castillo's going to move from short back to center. And the third pitcher of the game for Bay County. Jones started. Rivette came on in the fourth, now leaving here in the fifth. Rivette will go back to shortstop. Bases loaded, one out. A run in this inning to give Palmview a 3-1 lead. And Martin Moreno coming next for Palmview.
He says he goes up, you open up a lot, you to the pitcher, you make it close right here. Right?
Juan Lopez is mic'd.
Changes for Bay County, moving to second base.
Well, just defensive changes here. Nolan Kohaney, who was at second base, comes in to pitch. Rivette, who was pitching, goes back to his original position of shortstop. Castillo, who was playing short, goes back to his original position of center field. Mays, who was in center, goes back to his original position of right field. And Grant Reeder, who was playing right, replaces Kohaney at second base.
And the first pitch, a safety squeeze. And Moreno showed bunt, takes ball one. The runner, Vasquez, coming down the line. It was not a suicide squeeze. He wasn't breaking for the plate. He was watching to see if Moreno would get the bunt down. Bases loaded, one out. 3-1 Palmview leads. Fifth inning, first game of the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series for 2023, and a called strike to make it 1-1. Runner at third, Vasquez. Batista, the runner, at second. Valderez at first. 1-1 pitch. He is outside. Palmview, Texas's version of the Killer Bees, loading the bases. And the delivery from Kohaney, it's a ball. Now 3-1. Bases loaded, one out, 3-1 pitch. Called strike. Right-hander Kohaney from the stretch. 3-1 pitch, ground ball to shortstop. Aiden Rivette steps on second, throws to first. It is a frame finishing double play. Palmview gets one run, and after 4.5 innings, Palmview, Texas 3, Bay County, Michigan 1.
There's a place far from the city, yet just down the road, where likes and shares mean more. It's in every bite, each performance, and every night, where the miles we ride together become the memories we share forever. We dream because they fought for it. We give because they worked for it. The American spirit lives here. I can feel it.
Serve the fuel that keeps your community running.
My store is very close. It's like one big family.
Enjoy your Dunkin' favors while you work and find a fun, flexible, and fulfilling career. Text WORK for HRG to 25000 to apply.
It's ball from Washington, Pennsylvania, going to the bottom of the 5th inning. Palmview leads 3-1 after 4.5. And we know there's a new third baseman for Palmview. Luis Balderas is at third base. Trying to grab the other changes for you. It's still Moreno behind the plate. Garza at first. Shortstop is still Lopez. Rios in right. No, Rios is still pitching. There is not a Rios is still on the mound. I think that Bautista went to right field.
He did. I'm trying to figure out who's in left. That would be 13, Robbie Rodriguez.
Number 13, Robbie Rodriguez, now playing left field.
And so the mission for Bay County down by 2. And Reeder leads off the 5th, swings at the first pitch, ground ball to Alexis Lopez. The shortstop's throw to first base, spit off the mark, and the tag play made by Garza for the first out of the 5th inning. Palmview leads 3-1. The winner of this game will be taking on Japan at 5 o'clock tomorrow. The loser comes back at 3:30 on Sunday and will play the loser of the Covina-Youngstown game. And now Coco, Jose Castilla, takes a pitch inside, ball 1. Palmview leads 3-1 in the bottom of the 5th inning. And the next pitch in there for a strike.
Luis Balderas to third base. Staying in the game and playing right field, Romeo Bautista.
Youngstown and Covina, California next. Line drive, base hit into left field. Second hit of the game for Castillo. Mark, I know we got Rodriguez in left and Batista in right.
Yeah,
who's at second?
I will run down the entire defense because I think
base hit to left.
We've got about 2 guys in the same positions they were in the last half inning. So Rios still pitching, Moreno still behind the plate. Vasquez is now playing first base. Santiago Balderas is at second. Alexis Lopez still at short. Luis Balderas now at third base. The outfield from left to right.
Hold on a minute. Who's at second base?
Santiago Balderas.
Santiago, okay. So that means we didn't do new center fielder.
That's correct.
And that is?
Fernando Rodriguez, who was in left. And now Robbie Rodriguez is in left.
Huh? Okay, thank you. And the count 1 strike on Aiden Rivette.
And just to round that all out, Bautista is in right.
Next count, 1 ball, 1 strike. So you said Fernando Gonzalez is in center field. Is that what you said?
Fernando Gonzalez, correct.
Okay. And the 1-1 pitch to Aiden Rivette, who's 0 for 2 in this game, pitches inside, and Rivette has to jump back quickly out of the way of the pitch. Turn that front side of his body inward. Count 2 balls and a strike. 1 on, 1 out. Bay County trailing 3-1 in the 5th inning. And the 2-1 pitch is low and outside. Rivette, who was the batting champion last year, He was 8 for 13, but first 2 times up in game 1, 0 for 2. 3-1 pitch is high. 2 on, 1 out. Benavides started. He walked 1, struck out 6, and now Rios gives up a walk and brings up L.J. Hartman, who tomahawked a high pitch for a home run in the first inning. 3-1 Palmview leads, 5th inning. And a breaking ball outside, ball 1.
Hartman, number 3 hitter in the order, so great opportunity here for Bay County with runners at first and second and 1 out.
Yes, indeed, Bay County is where it wants to be in the order. And a foul ball, the count is 1-1. I mean, a couple of things considering Bay County's position in its batting order, trying to post a run or 2 here and move the line, keep it going, so that the top of the order would have a chance to bat in the 7th inning. 1-1 pitch, and it's a ball.
Youngstown manager, press box, please. Youngstown manager, press box.
2 on, 1 out, 5th inning, 3-1 Palmview leads. And Rios delivers a strike called in the count 2-2.
Winner's going to get over $350 this game. Last call in the 50.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 1 out. And the 2-2 pitch. And foul ball outside third past Coach Craig Rivette.
Good job by Hartman. Was fooled by that, but able to get the bat on it and stay alive.
Andrew Schufeld, who's the number 4 batter for Bay County, on deck. And right-hander Rios ready, the 2-2 pitch. Foul ball back. Bay County grabbed a 1-0 lead on the Hartman home run in the first. And then Palmview scored 2 runs in the third. Alexis Lopez, a run-producing fly ball. And a 2-out RBI double by Garza. And then Palmview tacked on a 3rd run on Garza's single in the 5th inning. We're in the top of this 5th inning. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes on Hartman, 2 on. And Rios, the 2-2 pitch. Popped up and fouled out of play. And what a battle from L.J. Hartman. Staying alive and fouling off even some borderline pitches. Rios has his sign, the right-hander from Palmview's 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The batter's automatically out, but the runners took off, and that ends the inning on a throw to third. The batter was automatically out because first base was occupied with fewer than 2 outs. The runners took off, and consequently the strikeout and throw out of the base runner ends the inning. After 5, Palmview 3, Bay County 1.
Feels good to be off the sidelines, doesn't it? Oh yeah, it does. That extra effort with AHN Sports Medicine got you back here. With every specialty set, custom training day, and personalized drill, you bettered your body. Now line it up. They don't see this move coming. Told ya. Go next level with AHN Sports Medicine.
Serve the fuel that keeps your community running.
My store is very close. It's like one big family.
Enjoy your Dunkin' favorites while you work and find a fun, flexible, and fulfilling career. Text WORK for HRG to 25000 to apply.
A spectacular play. Cannonball
getting ready for the top of the 6th inning. After 5 innings of a 7-inning game, or what is scheduled to be a 7-inning game, it is Palmview 3 and Bay County 1. Now to take you the next 2 innings, ladies and gentlemen, the voice of the Pony League World Series, Mark Uriah.
Thank you, Lanny. Boy, great opportunity missed for Bay County in the bottom of the 5th inning with runners at first and second and only one out, but ran themselves out of the inning.
Yeah, you'll hear us talk, if you follow our coverage, you'll hear us talk a lot about situational knowledge for young people to learn, and it's tough for them to pick up, but you've got to know that rule. If first base is occupied and there are fewer than 2 outs and the 3rd strike is dropped, the batter is out. And so that doesn't mean that because the batter is out or is you think he's still alive, you're running for the next base, when in essence you should have stayed put.
Robbie Rodriguez leads it off here in the top of the 6th inning for Palmview. Came into play left field in the top half of the inning, grounds one to short. Nice play by Rivette, moving to his left, throws to first, but did we have time called here? Time was called. I think that was no pitch. Jeff Rabel indicating that.
Okay. No pitch, 1 ball. No pitch, 1 ball.
No pitch there. So Rodriguez will come back to home plate.
Okay.
Time was called. And that may have been waiting for the 3 players to get down to the bullpen area down the left field line. The time had not been reinstated yet. So Rodriguez with a 1-ball count now takes a strike on the outside edge to even the count at 1. First at bat for Rodriguez in the game, takes upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. 3-1, Palmview leads, got 2 runs in the 3rd to take a 2-1 lead, added another in the 5th. And could have had more, but the inning ended on a double play. Had the bases loaded, but Moreno bounced into a double play. Good play by the shortstop, Rivette. 3-1 pitch. Called strike, outside edge to the left-handed hitting Rodriguez, full count. Full count pitch. Comebacker right through the legs of the pitcher, Kohaney, into center field for a leadoff single. There was not a lot of room there to get it between the feet of Kohaney.
Please, for Palmview, now batting number 6.
But Rodriguez threaded the needle and has himself a leadoff single. It's the first hit off Kohaney, who came in to induce that inning-ending double play in the top of the 5th inning. Now Rolando Solis will bat. And fouls off the first pitch. Solis was a pinch runner earlier in the game. He's batting for Fernando Gonzalez here. Pitch misses outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Solis left-handed batter. Kohaney with the pitch, misses down and in, runner going, throw down to second base, head first slide, and safe. Delayed call there by second base umpire Ray Parker, just wanted to make sure.
Well, the ball was dropped, as it turned out, so that's very wise on the part of any umpire to there's no need to hurry your calls.
Ball hit down the left field line, just does hit fair at the base of the fence. And an RBI double for Rolando Solis scores Rodriguez to make it 4-1 for Palmview.
How about the placement of that ball, Mark?
just inside the foul line.
And just off the ground.
Twister number 9, Rene Rios, first at bat in this game.
So Rene Rios now will bat for the first time in the game. Came into pitch in the bottom of the 4th inning. And he takes ball 1 here. So you look at the missed opportunity by Bay County. Here's a 2-hopper, and Rivette had the runner cut in front of him, and I'm sure that threw him off. It's into left center field, and that is going to score Solis from second base. There'll be an error on Rivette.
Number 66, Santiago Balderas.
Now back up to the top of the order, Santiago Balderas, who is 1 for 3 with a bunt single in the 3rd inning. Devin Gonzalez going to run for the pitcher Rios at first. So 2 runs in the inning, now 5-1 for Palmview, Texas. Called strike to the right-handed hitting Balderas. One strike pitch on the way. Balderas chops it just inside the bag down the left field line. And now hung up between second and third is the runner Gonzalez. He's caught in a rundown. And now they can run him all the way back to second base and put the tag on there. So a base hit for Balderas, and he ends up at second base after the rundown play.
Well, on that particular play, the pinch runner, Devin Gonzalez, really wasn't hustling to second, and then he was surprised to see his coach was telling him to come over to third, but because of his slow demeanor going to second base, that's what cost him to be caught in the rundown.
I think that went 7-5-4-5-6. Pitch misses outside to Alexis Lopez. Officially 1 for 1, also has a walk and a sac fly and an RBI. He's also scored a run. So 1 out, runner at second. Ball hit over the mound, and it takes a funny hop over the glove of Rivette into center field. That will score Balderas from second base to make it 6-1. Rivette appeared to have that ball measured, and it just took a higher hop than he expected over his glove near the second base bag.
Number 33, Darren Vasquez.
Now 10 hits in the game for Palmview, Texas.
And now 11, isn't it, Mark? Including 4 in this inning. That is a base hit that Alexis Lopez gets, correct?
Yeah, it is 11, and seven of those hits in the last 2 innings. And still only 1 out here in the top of the 6th.
You know, we really need to be watching Alexis Lopez throughout this tournament because, and you touched on it earlier about the experience. Alexis Lopez on a championship team with Brownsville 2 years ago.
Swing and a miss, runner goes, throw down to second base. 1 hop throw, not going to be in time. Stolen base for Lopez.
And that's his 3rd of the game. So he's 2 for 2. He has an RBI. This is his 3rd stolen base of the game.
One strike pitch on the way. Vasquez lifts it, fouling out of play right side. No balls, 2 strikes. Vasquez hits one in the air to center field. Coming on and making a nice play there is Perez.
And it should have been a double play because the runner at second, Alexis Lopez, veteran player. He took off for third and should have been doubled off, but the throw from left field bounced past second baseman Reeder. Should have been an inning-ending play right there.
So Romeo Bautista bats now, lifts it first base side. Foul and out of play. He's 2 for 3 with an RBI and a 2 RBI. Takes low and away here, 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch misses outside. Two balls, 1 strike. 3 runs in here in the top of the 6th inning for Palmview, Texas to open up a 6-1 lead. Another pitch fouled off and out of play, evens the count at 2.
With the runner going on the pitch, I'm not sure why, but I guess start the runner, and if there is a base hit, there'd be no question he'd score, but with 2 outs, he's going to score from second on a base hit anyway.
I misspoke. This is the first plate appearance for Bautista in this game. Came in as a pinch runner in the 5th inning for Javier Garza. So 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Bautista. Runner at second, 2 down. Pitch misses outside, ball 4. It'll bring up Luis Balderas, but we're going to get a visit to the mound from Craig Rivette first.
Go to second, Nolan.
See if we can listen in. We're going to get a
go
change.
to second. Yeah, you're throwing the ball. Good job. You did fine. Keep your head up. Listen, let's make plays here. All right. Come back here, boys. Come back here. I don't know what it. Yeah. Oh.
Mike's cutting out on us a bit here.
Well, we did hear Craig say Kohaney go back to second. So Reeder comes on from second base to pitch.
Grant Reeder. Looks like that's just going to be a straight change there. Reeder will become the 4th pitcher for Bay County.
Hey, Mark, Champions game tomorrow, right?
That's correct. Just a great experience for a lot of young people here in the area.
Yeah, it is the mission of Pony Baseball to provide every child, without regard for needs, the opportunity to participate in baseball and softball. All of us dream, all of us cherish memories, and not only will the Champions players be here tomorrow, but they will be encouraged by all, well, not quite 150 players, but close to it, because there are 15 players on most teams, but not all. But all the players, coaches will be here tomorrow for the Champions game.
And that looks like just a straight change. Kohaney back to second base and Reeder in from second to pitch. So Luis Balderas will be the 8th Palmview, Texas player to bat this inning.
Changes for Bay County, now pitching. Number 7, Grant Reeder, now playing second base.
Alexis Lopez at third. Romeo Bautista at first.
Yeah, why is Lopez at third? He should be at second.
And that's where they're going to send him back. So Balderas is 1 for 2, also hit by a pitch an inning ago. Reeder, right-hander, with his first pitch. Runners go. No throw. They move up to second and third. The 1 ball, no strikes to Luis Balderas. Chops one through the hole on the left side for a base hit. That will score Lopez. 4th run of the inning, now 7-2. Bautista stops at third. Runners at first and third for Martin Moreno, the catcher, who is 0 for 3. He's hit the ball on the ground all 3 times. And he drives one into right field for a base hit here. Over toward the line to cut it off is Mays, and he'll fire it back in. Stopping at third is Balderas. So 9 to the plate. And now it's going to be 10 as Rodriguez will bat for the second time in the inning. Rodriguez, left-handed batter. Singled to start this inning.
Robbie Rodriguez.
And he takes downstairs for ball 1. Stretch by Reeder and the pitch. Fastball outside. 2-0. Six hits in this inning. Plus a walk, an error, and a hit batter. Downstairs, well, I should say at the knees for a called strike to make it 2-1. Balderas at third, Moreno at first. 2 down in the inning. Curveball stays high and outside to the left-handed hitting Rodriguez.
Batter reminded to stay in the batter's box.
Stretch by Reeder and the pitch, fouled straight back. Full count.
It's pony rule. Hitters are not allowed to step out of the batter's box.
They're allowed 1 foot out. Reeder stretches, 3-2 pitch. And that one lifted foul and out of play down the left field line. Always a scramble for a free baseball here at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. Another 3-2 pitch due here to Robbie Rodriguez. Reeder's going to throw to first, and just getting back in there is Balderas. Another 3-2, fouled straight back, right at Lanny.
Pretty quick reflexes on my part, didn't you?
I was impressed.
Yeah, I lifted my hand about 10 seconds after the ball hit the net.
You didn't duck.
It's because I'm comatose.
Yet another 3-2 pitch misses upstairs. Ball 4, bases are loaded.
Some innings are neat and clean, and some are just downright messy and, from Bay County standpoint, vile.
Rolando Solis to bat for the second time in the inning. Had a double, an RBI, and a run scored already in this inning. Takes a fastball upstairs. And if Bay County is not careful here, as the 1-0 pitch comes in, misses upstairs again. And Solis stepped out with both feet. He'll get warned as well. Pitch misses down and in, 3-0. So Reeder in danger of walking in a run. Here's the 3-0 pitch. There's a strike at the letters. A lifted foul out of play. Full count now again, 3-2. With 2 outs and the bases loaded. Runners will be off. The 3-2 pitch misses upstairs. A walk with the bases loaded. Solis to first. Balderas scores to make it 9-1.
And now Devin Gonzalez to bat.
He came in as a courtesy runner in this inning.
Your attention, please. Now batting for Palmview, number 5, Devin Gonzalez.
Six runs in the inning. There's a called strike on the outside edge to the right-handed hitting Gonzalez. Pitch misses downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gonzalez, the 12th Palmview, Texas batter to come to the plate in this inning. 1-1 pitch misses up and in. Turns Gonzalez around about halfway. 2-1. Reeder doesn't waste any time. Brings this fastball in on the hands of Gonzalez, who can only foul it off. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch misses down and away, another full count. Six runs and 6 hits here in the top of the 6th inning. Runners go on the 3-2 pitch, called strike 3 to end the inning, but Palmview, Texas comes up with 6 runs, as I said, on 6 hits, 1 error, and they leave the bases loaded. Heading to the bottom of the 6th inning now. Palmview, Texas leading Bay County, Michigan 9-1 here at Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series.
225 years in the making. The Washington County Agricultural Fair, presented by EQT, August 12th through 19th at the Washington County Fairgrounds. Listen to live music with bands like Russell Dickerson, Six Gun Sally, Marcus Tyler Band, and more. Get down and dirty with motocross, drag racing, and 2 demolition derbies, plus high school bands and the School Bus Demolition Derby. Daily admission is $10 and parking is free. The Washington County Agricultural Fair, August 12th through 19th. Find out more at washingtonfair.org.
A place to share the things that matter most. At Trex, we see it too.
At Pathways of Southwestern Pennsylvania, we believe that every life has potential, and we're dedicated to fulfilling it. Our adult and community services give individuals with intellectual disabilities or autism the opportunity to develop new skills, have an independent home life, and make their own choices. From personalized daily care and community participation to supervised independent living, we cater to each individual's specific needs. Pathways of Southwestern Pennsylvania, your path to lifelong fulfillment.
Changes for Palmview, Texas defensively.
A bunch of changes coming up in the bottom of the 6th inning at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series.
Now playing second base, number 22, Luis Balderas. Now playing third base, number 63, Romeo Bautista. And now playing right field,
Trying to get all these changes here.
Devin Gonzalez.
Devin Gonzalez is in right field. Luis Balderas now at second base. Santiago Balderas into pitch. And Romeo Bautista at third base.
Second game will be Youngstown against Covina, California. The loser of this Bay County Palmview, Texas game will play the loser of that game. The winner of this game will play the team from Japan at 5 o'clock tomorrow.
So Andrew Schufelt will lead it off here in the bottom of the 6th inning for Bay County. He's 0 for 1 plus a walk. Right-handed hitting third baseman against Santiago Balderas. Right-hander now for Palmview, Texas. First pitch, swing and a miss. One that Schufelt would like to have back. And up high, he started his bat, couldn't stop it. One strike pitch on the way. Curveball outside corner called strike. Balderas winds and delivers. Another curveball. Schufelt pops it up right side. Calling for it and making the play is Vasquez at first base. 1 out. Nolan Kohaney to bat now. 0 for 2.
Number 9, Nolan Kohaney.
Right-handed batter is played some second base. He's done some pitching. He takes a strike there. Balderas, the right-hander, winds and delivers the one-strike pitch. Swing and a miss. Good fastball on the outside part of the plate. Balderas looks in. His 0-2 pitch. Misses outside. Could not get Kohaney to chase it. One out, bases empty, bottom of the 6th inning. 9-1 lead for Palmview, Texas. Curveball hit in the air and hit pretty well. Rodriguez going back, and it's off the fence. Picks it up on the track, but a 1-out double for Nolan Kohaney. Sixth hit of the game for Bay County.
Number 27, Paulino Perez.
Paulino Perez, who is 0 for 2, steps in now. Left fielder for Bay County.
One of the subtext to this game is that the pitchers for Palmview have done a great job of throwing strikes. Only a couple of, just 2 walks in the game issued by Palmview.
Perez steps in. Takes a fastball off the plate outside. And Perez 0 for 2. Kohaney at second with 1 out. Big mountain decline for Bay County, down by 8 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Curveball outside to the right-handed hitting Perez. Balderas stretches and delivers. Fouled straight back. Good pitching on the hands. Just notice Kohaney, at least on the prior to that last pitch, when he leads, he backpedals. He takes up 2 or 3 steps behind the bag and then takes his lead. He's supposed to keep an eye on, at least briefly, those 2 middle infielders to see what they're doing. Swing and a miss.
Well, bottom line is that Kohaney should be as close as he can to second base without being in danger of being picked off with his team down 8 runs.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Perez. Balderas looks at second, now delivers. Just reaching out and fouling that one off is Perez.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm of the opinion that the second baseman who's been dogging the runner at second, that why bother? You know, if he steals third, so what? You're still up by 8 runs. You're not going to try to steal third. Not down 8 runs.
2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got the fastball by Perez for the 2nd out of the inning.
And as a follow-up to that, while all this choreography was going on between the shortstop and second baseman, the pitcher, Balderas, said, the heck with that stuff. I'm just going to throw strikes and get the guy out. I mean, why bother with that guy at second base?
I agree.
Yeah.
Charlie Mays, the batter, 1 for 2, had a double his last time up, takes a curveball, started inside, and just didn't have enough break to it to catch the inside edge. Balderas with the 1-0 pitch. Curveball down and away. Two balls, no strikes. Martin Moreno there calls, catcher comes out and calls his infielders in.
You would have guessed with that? What's this all about?
Outside of
where do we want to have? Where do we want to buy pizza after the game, after the second game, and after the ceremonies today? I can't think of anything else you'd want to be talking about.
Unless it was what you said earlier, cut out all the stuff with the middle infielders and just worry about the batter. But I'm sure that would have been relayed from the dugout, and that apparently was not the message. 2-0 pitch. Mays lifts it foul.
Now, this doesn't make any sense. The shortstop is dogging the runner at second and is out of position, right? He's out of position when he should be worried about it because he's out of position. He lets a base hit go through the left side of the infield.
Yeah, 1-run ball game, maybe, but certainly not up 9-1. 2-1 pitch. Chopper snared over the head by Balderas. The pitcher throws to first, retires Mays and Bay County. A double and a runner left on in the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll go to the 7th. Palmview, Texas, leading Bay County, Michigan 9-1 here at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series.
Here we go, shoot 2.
You deserve to be here. I believe in you, believe in what we're doing.
At Penn West University, we're here for it. Here for the hard workers, the life changers. Here in California, in Clarion, and in Edinburgh, and with our global online programs. At Penn West University, we're here for you. Learn more at pennwest.edu/learn.
People see Alex play and they know that she's different. It makes me want to be a better soccer player on the field.
It was just this mindset that I had from a young age that I'm going to compete in everything I work at and I want to win.
When all the eyes are on her, that's when she performs the best.
It's great to have body armor with me through my workout for the World Cup as I'm preparing to be on the biggest stage. We're just so much more powerful and strong as a team than as an individual.
But not that one. Hold on till we confirm a winner.
We're back here at Lou Hayes Pony Field.
Please deposit those non-winning tickets in the nearest trash receptacle. Helping us.
Palmview, Texas, after a 6-run top of the 6th to stretch its lead to 9-1, will now bat here in the top of the 7th inning.
That will be the pitcher, number 66, Santiago Balderas.
So start at the top of the order, Santiago Balderas. My defensive chart for Palmview, Texas is giving me a headache when I look at it. There have been so many changes. Balderas started the game in center field. He's now pitching. And he's 2 for 4 in the game with a couple of base hits, one of them a single. He scored 2 runs. First pitch, fouled straight back. Grant Reeder came in to get the final out in that 6-run 6th inning. Before giving up a couple of walks, but finally got that last out. Balderas fouls back the 1-strike pitch. Nine runs, 13 hits for Palmview, Texas. 1 run, 6 hits for Bay County. Bay County with a couple of errors as well. Chopped foul, third base side. Crowd mic must be down there near where that ball hit the fence on the third base side. Another 0-2 pitch on the way. Balderas takes inside.
You know, Mark, I had a chance to talk to the Palmview players yesterday. I was amazed how many of them, when I asked them about hobbies, about a half a dozen of them are big fishermen, including Santiago Balderas.
1-2 pitch called, strike 3.
Fishing for a call from the umpire, didn't get it.
Didn't bite.
Got it. Palmview, which is down by the Rio Grande River. I don't know if that's where they go fishing.
Batter is Alexis Lopez. Fouls off the first pitch. He's 2 for 3 plus a walk. Also has a sac fly and an RBI. A couple of runs scored. 3 stolen bases. He's had a good day. 1 strike pitch, lifted foul and out of play.
You know, by the way, Mark, when I talked to all the players yesterday and today, when I asked them about their hobbies, and I got tired of hearing video games, so I just started saying, do you have any legitimate hobbies?
0-2 pitch. Grounded past the diving third baseman Andrew Schufeld into left field for a 1-out single for Lopez. His 3rd hit of the game.
Well, I told you earlier, folks, watch out for this guy. He's been here before. He was on a championship team 2 years ago, and he's having a perfect day. He's 3 for 3, plus a walk, plus a sacrifice fly, an RBI. He's got 4 stolen bases in the game.
Darren Vasquez, the batter, takes up and in for ball 1. Vasquez 1 for 4. Pitch on the way. Called strike. Vasquez walks out of the batter's box. They have gotten a verbal warning there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Throw over to first, and Lopez dives back in. Ball popped up, first base side. Charbonneau with a runner way off the base, makes the catch behind the bag, steps on the bag for the double play. Not sure what Lopez was thinking there. But a hit and nobody left on. And we'll go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Last chance for Bay County, Michigan. They trail Palmview, Texas 9-1 here at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series.
We've been in your community since 1808. We've stood by your side covering the news of the day. We've been here for the important times in your life. We've celebrated with you. We're proud to have delivered the latest in local, regional, and national news in Washington, Greene, and southern Allegheny counties. We'll be here for the next phase of your life with our print and online editions. The Observer Reporter, life delivered daily.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
Day 1, game 1. About to close down, and bottom of the 7th coming up. And a sizable lead for Palmview, Texas.
Going to get a pinch hitter here to start the bottom of the 7th inning.
And 50-50, 6-8-6, 6-3-8.
That'll be Wyatt Jeske pinch hitting for Nick Charbonneau.
Your attention for Bay County. Entering the game to bat.
Jeske, who will be a 9th grader at John Glenn High School in the fall. A young man who's a biker, soccer player.
Jeske, right-handed batter. against Santiago Balderas. First pitch swinging to Hopper to the first baseman, Vasquez. He'll step on the bag and take it unassisted for out number 1.
And now Brennan Pease to bat.
Your attention for Bay County. Entering the game to bat, number 14, Brennan Pease.
Manager Craig Rivette getting a couple of guys to the plate here. Pease takes outside for ball 1.
Please deposit your non-winning tickets in the nearest trash receptacle.
Pease hitting for Grant Reeder. One ball, no strike count to Pease. Balderas working his second inning of relief. The right-hander delivers, swing and a miss at a high fastball.
Pease, who is going to be a 9th grader at St. Central High School.
1-1 pitch. Pease takes a strike on the outside corner. Santiago, the 3rd pitcher of the game for Palmview. His 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Balderas. You mentioned it early, Lanny. The Palmview, Texas pitchers throwing strikes, just a couple of walks given up to this point in the ball game.
And a pitching change with 1 out apparently remaining in the game.
So Balderas ends up going an inning and 2/3. So a straight change. Balderas goes to second. And Luis Balderas will come from second base to pitch.
And a chance for us to remind you that this is just day 1 of the Pony League World Series. We've got the Champions game at noon tomorrow. 3 games coming up also after this game. The ceremonies introducing the players to the fans of Washington, Pennsylvania, Washington County. And 3 games tomorrow. Hope you'll make plans to come and visit us at the Pony League World Series. And for those of you that are not familiar, and by the way, there are some people that believe that the Pony Field is located near the pony offices by the Wild Things. That is not true. The Lou Hayes Pony Field is on the opposite side. It's on the eastern side of Washington, Pennsylvania. Come down Route 40 off the laboratory exit to Washington Park, and you'll find this quaint baseball field. The second game today featuring Covina and Youngstown, with the winner facing Japan tomorrow at 5 o'clock, and the loser playing Sunday at 3:30 against the Covina Youngstown loser. The loser of this game between Bay County, and it appears as if Bay County will have a date with either Covina or Youngstown. The loser of the game coming up second today at 3:30 on Sunday. Nicaragua plays its first game, Managua, Nicaragua, 2:30 tomorrow against Manchester, New Hampshire.
Your attention, please, for Bay County. Entering the game to bat, number 8.
So a pinch hitter for Jose Castillo. And that will be Seth Sabrinsky. Right-handed hitter. First pitch from Luis Balderas. Fastball downstairs. Two outs, base is empty. Bottom of the 7th inning. Luis Balderas trying to finish it off. Swing and a miss. Tied up. Shrabinski with a pitch, fastball up and in. 1-1. The right-hander delivers. That one inside. One of the things I really enjoy are the opening ceremonies here between The first two games, all the teams in uniform out on the field. Martin Moreno out to talk to Luis Balderas. Before we see the 2-1 pitch, Bay County well represented. First base side is largely in red. Two balls, one strike. Balderas with a 2-1 pitch. Again, ties up Shrubinski with that inside fastball. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Two pitch, fastball misses inside, so the count is full. Shrubinski, big right-handed batter, waiting on a 3-2 pitch. Luis Balderas delivers, swing and a miss, and a good low fastball, and that will end the ball game.
Bay County retired in order in the 7th.
So 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the 7th inning. Game 1 of the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series for 2023. In the books, your final score: Palmview, Texas defeats Bay County, Michigan, 9-1.
A place to share the things that matter most. At Trex, we see it too.
Jumpstart the season with a bit of fresh air. Whether you like to walk, run, hike, bike, or boat, you'll find that Washington County is connected by trails. Plan a day on one of the nation's outstanding rail trails with a trip on the Montour, Panhandle, or National Pike Trail. Grab a paddle and navigate the scenic Mon River and surrounding small-town charm. We'll see you at the trailhead. Plan your trip today at washcotrails.com.
Frank, what exactly are you doing?
Working on my checkbook, man. Balancing my bread.
Washington Financial Bank has mobile banking. You can manage your account from your smartphone or device.
Operator, you are so smart on this phone. Please balance my checkbook.
See how far community banking has come at Washington Financial Bank.
This phone's not so smart.